Brian, obviously a difficult, frustrating game here in Colorado. I wanted to first of all get your overall takes on the game, and I was very curious about the bench, and it seemed like there was a lot of players not there, and I kind of wanted to know what was the reason behind that.
I'll address that one first. Miguel Ibarra is away for a family issue that came up very suddenly. And Ramon Torres was not there today for a non-COVID sickness. Got up this morning, wasn't feeling great. And we didn't have a chance to get guys on the plane because it's a charter, there's schedules, all that sort of stuff. So we made the decision we had to get into Denver, and we're missing 2 on the bench.
Next question will go to Jeremiah Oshan. Jeremiah, you can go ahead and unmute your line and ask your question.
Yeah, Brian, it seemed like the team was playing reasonably well in the first half, even though you were down 2-1. What did you see in the second half, and how would you describe how you played in that half?
Well, what I saw was a spirited Colorado team that knew that they needed to collect points. You know, they were coming off 2 days rest, Jeremiah. And it was similar to the LAFC game where LAFC was coming off short rest. And I wish I could figure out a way how to give the players the right tools to be successful in those games. I think sometimes we are a high motor team. We like to go, 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 go. And I don't think we showed enough patience. We talked about at halftime just about extending our possessions, just trying to make sure that we understood that every single possession was vital to wear them down, to get more chances, because I agree with you. I thought we were, relatively good in the first half. And so that didn't happen. The first 4 or 5 possessions we had in the second half, we gave the ball away. And that gave them a ton of confidence, kept them in the game, and we were chasing it. We were chasing it in the second half.
Next question will go to Jada Evans. Jada, go ahead and unmute your line. And before you ask your question, just a reminder, if others on the call have questions, please hit the raise hand function at the bottom of your screen. Jada, go ahead.
There we go. Coach, usually a player will talk to, so can you talk about the mood? Is there a reason why the players want to come out there?
Say that again, Jada.
Usually we have a talk with a player also, and obviously that's not the case tonight, so I wanted to know if there's anything you could share as far as the mood of the team afterward.
The mood of the team is fine. It was my decision, Jada. You just need to give them some space. They're talking, so I elected to do that. That's my choice.
Other questions here from the group? If you can hit the raise hand function, that will allow us to get you through to Brian. Any follow-ups? Nico, go ahead.
Brian, exactly. Coming into this game, what was the game plan, and where did it all kind of just not go the way that you expected it? And it seemed like the team really had a hard time just transitioning and passing. Did that have anything have to do with the state of the field? It seemed like there was a lot of slipping and things like that.
Field was perfect, Nico. Field was perfect. Again, you look at the first goal in transition, wasn't great. Okay, second goal, certainly very preventable. I will take responsibility for that to make sure that the guys understand their roles on set piece defending, similar to the third goal. So, I'll fix those things. I will correct those things. Again, I thought the first half we created a ton of chances from the bench. Okay, they scored the goal, whatever, we got the goal back. I thought we were going to be able to control the game a little bit more in the second half. Nico, sometimes that's just sports. Again, I'll give credit to Robin Fraser. He had his team prepared on short rest. His players were up for the game. And so I'll have to make sure that I can get my guys up on short rest for a tough game in LA. And I'll just answer Jada's question again. Look, Christian and Jordan and those guys, they're willing. They're always willing. Nico as a captain, staff, they're always willing to talk to the press and the media afterwards. There's no issues there. I just need those guys to take a break and think about other things.
Brian, I also wanted to I was wondering, it's probably nothing, but it seemed that in the broadcast when you pulled the Gustav Svensson off, he wasn't happy. What was that interaction like?
Interaction is fine. Gustav's always been like that when he comes off. He likes to, show his displeasure, but we'll address that. That won't be an issue.
Thanks, Coach.
Seeing questions from Mickey Turner and I believe a follow-up from Jada, which is fine on both. So Mickey, go ahead and ask your question. Again, if there are others, please go ahead and hit the raise hand function on your screen. Mickey, you are up, and then Jada.
Thanks, Coach. Just wanted to ask you a little bit about the back line. They seem to struggle a little bit containing Colorado. Is that just kind of one of those things related to Colorado being up for the game, or is there something of more concern?
No. I mean, look, Nihu's been doing well. Shane O'Neill's been doing well. Ymar's been doing well. Kelvin's been doing well. They've all played well. It's just, again, you look at that first goal in transition, stuff happens when you're stretched. And so, again, credit to Colorado there, but we, could have done a little better there, even higher up the field, not just the final play. And then the two set-piece goals, Mickey, whenever you give up two set-piece goals like that's challenging to try and win. So like I said, I'll work on that. We'll work on that. We'll make sure we fix that.
Jada, go ahead. You are up next.
Coach, you're talking about, wanting to help the players out as far as quick turnarounds, but it doesn't seem like, 2 days would be able to give you much time to help them with that. How concerned are you about the Los Angeles game? And, what do you plan as far as the next 2 days as far as training?
Well, you got to get them right physically first, and we got to get them right mentally. So, it's doable. It's possible. You can use our opponent tonight as an example. Again, I brought up LAFC on short rest as well. Certainly there will be some changes in the squad rotation for Wednesday. The Galaxy played tonight as well. So we'll get it, Jada. We'll get them physically ready and then mentally ready as well.
If I can also add or ask, I don't think you mentioned this before, but what are you guys doing about Election Day? Are you, because some teams are not doing anything to allow time for their players to vote. So I didn't know if you guys were, that's even possible.
We have, the organization has done a good job of, making sure that the message that everybody needs to get out and vote. I think our organization does a great job on that. So we have to train that day, Jada. I can't give them the day off, but hopefully they've all voted early, and hopefully they've all voted for who they think should be the, president and senators and all the rest of the stuff that we got to vote for.